Hi guys, and welcome to my WWE Royal Rumble 2021 review. So yes, last night we had the Royal Rumble, the first pay-per-view of 2021, when the road to WrestleMania begins. And what a show. I can safely say this was definitely one of the best Royal Rumbles of the last few years. Well, the Royal Rumble always is a really good show, but this was really good. I really enjoyed this show. So I have 6 matches to talk about, including the pre-show. Let's get to it. So first match we had, this was a pre-show match. Yes, we had a tag team match for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Yes, we had Asuka and Charlotte defending their belts up against Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. I didn't really care, to be honest. I'll just get to the ending. Lacey Evans and Ric Flair come out and distract Charlotte and cost her the match, like pulling her out the ring with the figure 4. And Nia Jax takes advantage. She hits a leg drop on Charlotte. 1, 2, 3. So yes, Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler regain the belts, because they lost them to Asuka and Charlotte at TLC. Whatever. Asuka and Charlotte never should have had the belts to begin with. I think it was just a publicity stunt, giving it just because Charlotte came back. So I'm happy it's back on Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. Charlotte can just focus on WrestleMania. Asuka can just carry on being the Raw Women's Champion, because I think we've all forgotten that the last 2 months. So yeah, whatever enough, it's back on Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. Good. And on to the match which kicked off the show. Yes, we had a singles match for the WWE Championship. Yes, we had my boy Drew McIntyre defending his belt up against Goldberg, and I was so nervous for this match because I was terrified Goldberg was going to win and just squash Drew, just like he did the Fiend, just like he did the Kevin Owens. It was a pattern. I was like, oh God. But I was very pleasantly surprised. And get the fuck in. So yeah, anyway, so before the match actually begins, Drew attacked Goldberg with a Glasgow kiss and then a spear. So then he hit his own spear on Goldberg, and then knocked Goldberg out the ring. But then Goldberg retaliated by hitting Drew with a spear through the barricade. So then Goldberg returned to the ring, like getting ready for Drew, just like that. And McIntyre got back in the ring. He was like, "Oh God, oh fucking!" I was like, "Oh no, this is how they're gonna make Drew look strong here." Like Goldberg beats him, but he got put through a barricade, so it kind of protects Drew. Like, oh no. But anyway, so the match begins, and then Drew out of nowhere hits a Claymore. I was like, "Oh my God!" But no, Goldberg kicks out. And then when they get back up, Goldberg hits 2 spears on Drew. But Drew kicks out like, yes, come on. And then Goldberg hit a jackhammer on Drew. I was like, oh no, I was terrified. But 1, 2, Drew McIntyre kicked out of a jackhammer. Who has ever kicked out of a jackhammer? I think the only person to kick out of a jackhammer is Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 33, and did Undertaker kick out of it in the Saudi show in 2019? I don't know, but yeah, wow. And Goldberg was just like I predicted. I did say kick out of a jackhammer, and he did. And Goldberg's just like, what the fuck? He couldn't believe it, and neither could I. I was like, yes, in my room going nuts. So then Goldberg tried to go for another spear. Drew countered and performed a second Claymore, and 1, 2, 3. Yes, Drew McIntyre beats Goldberg clean. Wow, what a statement! What a win! Hit that Claymore, Drew, please. Yes, please. Yes! Drew beats Goldberg. Yes! With a second Claymore, Drew McIntyre beats Goldberg. For Drew McIntyre, I mean, I'm so happy they did this. This is what they should have been doing with Goldberg for the last few years, putting over the new talent, putting over the new generation. This was like he's handing the baton to the new generation, because that's what, Goldberg's 54. He shouldn't be winning world titles. Hell no. He never should have won it last year against The Fiend, but it looks like they've finally learnt now. If Goldberg just puts over the new talent, hands the torch to the new talent like he did here with Drew, it's great. It makes Drew look so great. Goldberg doesn't lose anything because he still looks like a badass. And he shook hands. They shook hands after the match, and Drew was like, Goldberg was like, "You passed the test, kid. Good job, boy," and all that. And yeah, and no cash in from the Miz, thank God. But yeah, what a match! Goldberg and Drew embraced and all that, and Goldberg holds up his hands like, yeah, he's the guy. So it was great, and McIntyre's finally, Goldberg's finally, McIntyre's finally got Goldberg's respect. So and yeah, it was just great. It makes Drew look like such a beast beating Goldberg. He kicked out of a jackhammer. He kicked out with 2 spears. Wow, he kicked and a spear through the barricade at the beginning of the match. Go on, Drew. So yeah, Drew McIntyre. What a year he's had, man. What a year. Beating Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Obviously, and then last year he beat Seth Rollins, Bobby Lashley, Dolph Ziggler, Randy several times. Not the Fiend, AJ Styles in that TLC match, and now he's just beaten Goldberg clean. Kicking out of a jackhammer. The match itself was only 2 minutes, but the beginning bit was like 3 minutes itself. But so yeah, what a win! And Drew McIntyre heads into WrestleMania 37 as WWE Champion, the big Scottish bastard. Am I right? Okay, on to the next match. Yes, we had a singles match for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. Yes, we had Sasha Banks defending her belt up against Carmella with Reginald. And honestly, I hardly watched this match. I was so ecstatic about Drew beating Goldberg. I was in dreamland. I was just like... So I hardly saw any of this match. I was in such dreamland, and I was on Facebook chatting with friends going, "Oh my God, I can't believe Drew won, oh my God." So I hardly watched any of this match. I caught the ending where Sasha hit the bank statement on Carmella to win. Yeah. So it was a 10.5 minute match. But yeah, I just really hope this Sasha Banks and Carmella feud's over now, because I don't care. Then we got the 30-woman Royal Rumble match. 30-woman Royal Rumble match for the Women's Championship match at WrestleMania 37. So yes, the Women's Royal Rumble begins. And so making her entrance first, we got Bayley coming out at number 1. Number 2, we got Naomi, so they had a bit of a fight for a little bit. Then at number 3, Bianca Belair, she came out. And then, obviously people start coming in as the Rumble match begins. There were a few surprises in this Rumble match. Shotzi Blackheart from NXT made an appearance. She only lasted 2.5 minutes, which was a shame, but yeah, it's cool to see her. Toni Storm from NXT, it's cool to see her. She lasted about 11.5 minutes. A few legends, Jillian Hall. I mean, who the fuck's she? Victoria. We got Santana Garrett from NXT. Don't know who she is. We got Alicia Fox came out at number 21. Dakota Kai. Ember Moon. So yeah, there was quite a few NXT call-ups. Not only, literally, I think hardly any legends apart from Victoria. So yeah, very fair enough. More talent, more main roster stuff. Tori Wilson came out at number 17, but I think the big one was number 14, Rhea Ripley. Yeah, this is my brutality. Yeah, it was just great to see Rhea Ripley. We haven't seen her since she lost to Gonzalez in NXT, but yeah, it looks like this could be her main roster debut now. She's on the main roster. Come on, Rhea Ripley. And Rhea Ripley lasted a long time, 39 minutes and 7 eliminations. Ooh. So yeah, so let's get. So there were a lot of great moments throughout the match. I'll get on to who lasted the longest. So the longest people were Bayley. She came in at number 1. Bayley, she was in at number 1, and she lasted 29 minutes. Naomi, 47 minutes. Wow, but Naomi didn't get 1 elimination. 47 minutes, but no eliminations. Bianca Belair, who I will get onto, of course. Who else? Shayna Baszler lasted 41 minutes, 6 eliminations. I said Rhea Ripley at 39 minutes, 7 eliminations. And Nia Jax, she was only in the Rumble for 2.5 minutes, but she got 4 eliminations. And Charlotte was in the Rumble for 33 minutes, but she only got 1 elimination. Yeah, and everyone else was just in the Rumble for Lacey Evans, 20 minutes. So yeah, a lot of people. But I will get to the end now. The ending was great. The ending was fantastic. So the ending was Bianca Belair, Charlotte and Rhea Ripley, the final 3. Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Who's going to win? It was so close. It was so tight. Bianca Belair, she'd lasted, nearly an hour I think that's like a Royal Rumble record for the Women's Royal Rumble. 56 fucking minutes. Wow. And 4 eliminations, not as many as last year, but 56 minutes, that's insane. So yeah, and the end happens. Then Rhea Ripley and Charlotte both eliminate, Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair both eliminate Charlotte. I was like, yes, get in, because I really did not want Charlotte to win it again. No, no, no. So the final two, Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair, they have a bit of a fight for a little bit. It was very close, very tense. But then at the end, Bianca Belair gets the edge on Rhea Ripley and throws her out. I'm on my own. I love the world. Bianca Belair wins the Women's Royal Rumble, and yes, I was so happy for her. She was one of my picks to win. She deserves it, and what a performance from Bianca Belair. She came in at number 3 and won the Rumble. What a marathon performance from her. 56.5 minutes in the Rumble. She only got 4 eliminations, but what stamina, what strength for her to last that long. I mean, that's incredible. So I'm so happy for Bianca Belair. She was proper crying, you know, see how much it meant to her. Yeah, I watched her documentary on the WWE Network, and you see how troubled her past was before she came into wrestling, and you know how hard she had to work to get here. So it really did mean a lot to her. You can see she was getting interviewed and she was proper tearing up, and then she pointed to the WrestleMania sign. Yeah, Bianca Belair's gonna face. Oh, I assume she's going to face Sasha Banks at WrestleMania, and I think that's going to be a really good match, a really good feud. They're very similar in styles, like in their swag and their gimmicks. I just think it's going to be a very, very good match at WrestleMania 37. Sasha and Bianca Belair for the SmackDown Women's Champion. That looks set now. I'm on board. I am looking forward to that match. So yeah, Bianca Belair. The final 3, Bianca Belair, Charlotte and Rhea Ripley, great. Rhea Ripley's time will come, without a doubt. Maybe she'll win the Elimination Chamber, I don't know, but we will see, But Bianca Belair, you go girl, because I'm on my own, across the world. Up next, we got a last man standing match for the WWE Universal Championship. Yes, we got Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman defending his belt up against Kevin Owens. And this was a brutal 24 minute match. Oh my God. Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns just beat the holy hell out of each other all around the Tropicana Field Stadium. Like, oh my God, it's what I thought it was going to be. There was just big spot after big spot. Oh, it was brutal. So let's... So yeah, it was a last man standing match. We all knew it was going to be brutal. So at the beginning, Roman hit a Superman punch on Kevin, but Owens got up pretty quickly. Then Owens countered a spear from Roman to hit a pop-up powerbomb, so they were hitting the finishes really early. Whether Roman got up, of course. And then they fought at ringside for a bit. You know, Roman attacked Owens with their steel steps, and then they got off. Then they went in the Thunderdome Arena for a little bit, you know, where all the fan virtual screens are, and Roman threw Kevin Owens off an announce table from the LED boards of the Thunderdome Arena and went crashing down. It was always such a cool spot. But KO got up. I was like, oh my God, Kevin Owens got up. Yeah, Kevin Owens got up. And they kept fighting onto the backstage area, like the big arena is. Where Roman Reigns hit Kevin Owens with a golf cart out of nowhere. Oh my God! Yeah, just like when Rikishi ran over Stone Cold in the Attitude Era. Oh my God! Kevin Owens went through the screen. That was brutal. But then they got back into it, and Owens hit a senton bomb on Roman from the top of a fucking forklift. Oh my God! It was great. It was brutal on Roman, but Roman got up again. I was like, oh my God! What? These two are just killing each other. Fucking hell! Then Roman hit a spear. They got back into the arena. Roman hit a spear on KO through the entrance. And it looked like that was going to be it, but at 9, Kevin Owens just rolled off and got stood back up. That's really funny. But in the end, it looked like KO was going to win. He handcuffed Roman to where the lighting stand, you know, one of the main stands, and Roman couldn't get up. So it looked like Roman was about to lose because he couldn't get up, but then he grabbed the ref and whacked him into the scaffolding. Roman cheating yet again. You know, KO had Roman beat again. You know, Roman. That's the story of this feud. Roman keeps cheating to win. And then Paul Heyman appeared and tried to get Roman out with a handcuff, but it took like 4 minutes. I think I think they couldn't get it done. It was just really awkward. Kevin Owens was like, oh, just like, come on, get it done. And you can see Paul Heyman was just like, he couldn't get it undone. And it was a bit awkward. It was a bit of a squiffy finish. And then when Roman got free, he hit the guillotine choke on Kevin Owens, and that knocked Kevin Owens out, and Roman Reigns wins. Yeah. So the finish was a bit nah, the handcuffs and then just the guillotine choke to win. But the match was amazing. Just so many cool spots, man. It was brutal, so brutal. Yeah, Roman retains, of course. We all knew he was going to retain. You know, he's definitely going into WrestleMania 37 as champion. It's obvious. Who's he going to face though? We don't know. Maybe whoever wins the Elimination Chamber will face Roman at WrestleMania. Yeah, but it was still really good. Yeah, poor Kevin Owens. I assume this feud's over now, though. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be another match at the next pay-per-view. Yeah, I think this is it now. Yeah. Okay, and on to the main show. Yes, the main event. Yes, we got the 30-man Royal Rumble match for a World Championship match at WrestleMania 37. Oh, this Royal Rumble was great, man. But both Royal Rumbles were great, but this one was. So, at number 1. Edge comes out, yes, on this day, making his in-ring return since Backlash last year. Yeah, because he's been out injured for so long. Number 2 was Randy, you know, because a lot of bad blood between these two, you know, Backlash and WrestleMania last year. So yeah, they go at it, Edge and Randy for a little bit. They just brawl non-stop outside the ring. And then Sami Zayn comes in, and then Mustafa Ali, Jeff Hardy, Dolph Ziggler, and then the Royal Rumble begins. So yeah, and quite a few surprise picks. Yeah, Shinsuke Nakamura came in at number 7. No eliminations, so yeah, I don't know why I picked Shinsuke to win. Cause his three big pushes over, I guess. Number 8, Carlito came out. I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool. Carlito, oh my god, we haven't seen Carlito in what, over 10 years? Yeah, it was great to see Carlito back. I love him. Yeah, at number 8. Any other big surprise? Yeah, Damian Priest from NXT came out at number 14. Kane came out at number 18, and I know Laura actually loves Kane. Good to see Kane back. 23, we got the Hurricane. And 24, oh my god, I can hear Callum fanboy and go, Christian. Christian, oh my god. Christian came back. We haven't seen Christian in the ring since 2013, 2014? So yeah, Christian, holy fuck, that was a big one. I mean, and I know Callum I know Callum, if you're watching this, he loves it because Christian's one of his all-time favourites. So yeah, he always plays him on 2K. We always sing his theme tune. Scars never heal. But yeah, it was just great to see Christian. It was great. Him and Edge have a big hug. That was great. So let's go on. Who had the longest? So we'll talk about Edge in a minute. Randy Orton, well, he went out of the ring. He got injured, but he came back at the end. Who else lasted long? Dolph Ziggler lasted 20 minutes. Shinsuke 22 minutes. Big E 29 minutes, 4 eliminations. So Big E did really well. Damian Priest 15.5 minutes, 4 eliminations, pretty good. Who else lasted quite long? Well, not many, to be honest. Actually, quite a lot of people didn't last that long. What about Daniel Bryan? I'm sure he must have lasted a little. Oh, Daniel Bryan, yeah, 28 minutes, 1 elimination, yeah. And that's really it. And Christian lasted 18 minutes, which was pretty good. Oh yeah, Matt Riddle, 31 minutes, yeah. Of course, another big surprise was Seth Rollins coming out at 29. We haven't seen Seth Rollins since Survivor Series, so it's great to see Seth Rollins back. He got 3 eliminations in 8 minutes, so that was great. So, and Edge, of course, who did a Bianca Belair, he lasted 58 minutes. You go, Edge. What a performance. I know he spent a lot of the Rumble lying around, but you've got to. If you wrestle for 58 minutes straight, I don't think anyone could do that. And Edge, 58 minutes with 3 eliminations. So the final 4, I believe, was Edge, Christian, Braun Strowman, and Seth Rollins. So it looks like they're going to team up for a little bit, but they don't. And I believe... I think Edge gets thrown out by Braun Strowman, I think. Oh no, it was Seth Rollins. So then, but then Braun Strowman gets eliminated by Edge. So the final two is Edge and Seth Rollins. Oh my God, who's going to win? I could see either guy winning. Oh my God. So Edge, who'd been in from number one, and yeah, so they fight for a little bit, and then Edge eliminates Seth Rollins on this day. But hang on, we think Edge has won. I'm like, oh my God, but no, Randy reappears because Randy never got eliminated. I was like, oh no, Randy hits an RKO. I was like, oh no. Then Randy goes to eliminate Edge, but Edge, no counters, throws Randy out, and Edge, yeah. And Edge wins the Royal Rumble. Oh my God, no one, we did a prediction chart, no one predicted Edge, because I don't think we thought he'd do well, but I don't think he'd win. Oh my God, Edge won. And I'm down with this, even though Edge wasn't one of my picks to win. I'm down with this, you know. Edge becomes a two-time Royal Rumble winner, because I believe he won the Rumble in 2010, I think, yeah. So Edge becomes a two-time Royal Rumble, and what an Iron Man performance. 58 minutes. Edge came in at number one, and he wins the entire thing. Fucking incredible. Who's ever won the Rumble from number one? I think the only person to do it is Shawn Michaels. Yeah, in like the 90s, I think that was it. So Edge can join that very prestigious list. And Edge is going to WrestleMania, I assume, to fight for the WWE Championship. Maybe a match with Drew. Holy hell, I'd be down with that. Edge and Drew at WrestleMania, that could be a really good match, really good feud. Or Edge could go to SmackDown and feud with Roman. I think either opponent would be good, but yeah, Edge. It's great to see Edge get a big push. Maybe some people will think maybe they should have gone to a younger talent. Yeah, because Edge is what I think. Because you know Edge is 47, and I think he's a part-timer, isn't he? He's not on a full-time schedule, but you know he's a Hall of Famer. He's a legend. I think it's a great nostalgia win. It's great fan service, and I just really hope he has a great feud and a great match with either Drew or Roman or someone else at WrestleMania 37. And it would be great to see Edge win a world title at WrestleMania, wouldn't it? So yeah, and you can see Edge on you see a proper scream. You can see how much it means to him. So yeah, you go Edge. I'm probably going to buy some Edge merchandise now. Yeah. So that was the 2021 Royal Rumble, guys. Really good show. I think both Bianca and Belair and Edge winning the Rumbles, great picks. You know, both of them had great Iron Man performances lasting over 50 minutes. I thought, you know, KO and Roman was brutal. It was great, apart from the rubbish finish. Drew McIntyre beating Goldberg clean was fucking fantastic. I think the only downvote was Sasha Banks and Carmella was just meh. And the pre-show match was meh. But apart from that, it was great. Royal Rumble, fantastic. So what were your thoughts, guys? What did you think of the Royal Rumble? Comment below. Let me know. What do you think about Bianca Belair winning? What do you think about Edge winning? Comment below. So my next video will be with Callum, probably in mid-February, I assume. I might do one sooner, but mid-February. So in about a week and a half, 2 weeks, with our Elimination Chamber prediction video, because I believe that's the next pay-per-view in February. So yeah, guys, thank you all for watching. Yes, and I'll see you all very soon.